Alrighty, guys. Sorry I didn't make a video of that last load. Just been a little bit ticked off. Just a little bit. We finally made it back here to Porter to drop the useless trailer. And the guy's like, I heard the guy say, "Oh, is this that one that needed brakes that had that load on it?" I said, "Yeah, it was." He says, "Oh." I was like, "Yeah," and they had me do 3 other loads on it. They didn't care. And so anyway, so it's here. It needs tires. It needs brakes. The ABS light's on, but I'm getting to the point to where I am having real big thoughts, and it's just aggravates me to know that. And I'm going to say what I want to say. If this offends somebody, I apologize. If it makes me mad, I apologize. But I'm going to say what I want to say, because it's not right that all right, let's start out with the equipment. It took a month or 5 weeks to finally get new equipment. And so when we get the new equipment, all right, let's talk about the tarp. The top is trash. It's a trash top. It's got holes in it. It's got spots where it's gonna have holes in it. The rings there, not the D rings, but the rings. I was using those, with the bungees, and one of them's ripped. I mean, seriously, you come in with a crap top and you get a crap top, whatever. And then, and you come in here and your trailer gets red tagged for brakes and tires, and you sit here for 10 hours, and you wake up and, oh, well, we can't do it because your load is unstable. We need to get the big fork truck to lift this load. We need you to undo it so we can move it. You're not moving the load. That's the way that they loaded it. It's made for water towers. Well, that's stupid. You shouldn't have that kind of load. Well, that's just the way it is, dude. Whatever. But so anyway, like I told my dispatcher, you guys talk about safety. Safety this, safety that. Oh, this and that. But you're not worried about brakes on a fucking trailer? We can't do it at a truck stop because it's too much money. But we're gonna have you go from Michigan all the way down to Maryland, and then from Virginia all the way up to Wisconsin, and then we'll have you deadhead 160 miles back to the yard. But don't worry about it; it's all right. I don't know. Like I said, I'm just a little bit ticked off, and I am really thinking, hardly. I mean, I am really, because that's one thing you don't mess with is the brakes on anything. If your brakes need to be repaired, you get them repaired. You know what I'm saying? And to have two 45,000-pound loads and have brakes that are no good on your trailer, and I mean, you had the Blitz. Lucky I didn't get pulled in. We have an oversized, 2 oversized. We didn't get pulled in. Well, the other one wasn't because it wasn't oversized, but it was pretty heavy. It was 45,000 pounds. And, we didn't get pulled in, thank God. And, I mean, it's just, to me, it makes no sense. It just, I'm mad is what I am. And I've already thought about just packing up. I have. I mean, because packing up and starting over somewhere else that a lot of people are not going to like. But it's fine with me, It's my decision. My wife's all for it. Said place, I made money. Said place, they pulled me out of debt. When I left said place, which I should not have left so soon, we had money. So that's my plan. Is I'm thinking about probably doing this, and because I'm sorry, but my safety is more important than delivering a friggin' load. So, and to not want to change the brakes. And then to top it off is the guy tells me we couldn't change your brakes because your load was too unstable. But we did change your tires. So how could you change my tires, but you couldn't do the brakes if the load was unstable? So when I went out there to hook up to the trailer, the tires weren't even repaired, you know? So that's just, it's adding, I don't know. It's like I said, I'm not gonna probably be here much longer. That's just the ballpark, right down the line, boom, right straight up. After 20 years, I'm not taking any more of this stuff, and I'm not gonna put myself through the nonsense of this. And I know a lot of people are gonna disagree with me. A lot of people are probably not gonna like what I say, but everyone has a right to their own opinion, right? We all have the First Amendment. We have the right to freedom of speech. And if you want to have your own opinion, you have the right to have your own opinion. You want to disagree, you have the right to disagree. That's just the way it is. That's the way it was wrote out by the forefathers, So that's what it comes down to, guys. We're here. I've already logged off. I've been up since freaking 5 o'clock this morning. I was so tired last night, man. I didn't even wake up at all. And I'm like, damn. Oh, stop yelling at the guy. He's not doing anything there. I see him, but he's not near your truck. He doesn't want to talk to you. Not everybody wants to be your friend. You got friends on YouTube. See, you're right here on YouTube. Hi, YouTube. See, you always got to yell at people. Mr. Grumpy Pants. Yes, you are. So, anyway, if it wasn't for my little Maxaroo, I'd probably go crazy. But, more than what I really am. But let me know what you guys think. Like I said, I've already told my dispatcher, that at the point, if they weren't going to bring me in to a terminal to fix this truck, this trailer, it would have been it right then and there. I would have automatically got a rental car somehow and cleaned this truck out, because it is uncalled for. It's like the seat here. It's ripping in the back where my fat ass sits. Pardon the language. But where I sit, and I'm always, for some reason, when I sit in this seat, I go down. So I have to keep on picking myself up. Well, doing that, it's wear and tearing on the seat. And I told the guy that. He goes, "Oh, don't worry about it." All right, whatever. It just seems like that's what it is. You got the yellow check engine light that comes on my truck every now and then. Don't worry about it. My brakes during summertime, springtime and summertime, I go to release them, and I'm not moving. I go to give it a little bit of fuel, and they're locked. They unlock. I'm like, but don't worry about it. So, that stuff right there just kind of gets on my nerves. It goes right back to, they're always talking about safety this and safety that, and when a car gets in front of you, slow down to 30 miles an hour, less than what the posted speed is for safety. Leave a 10-second gap for safety. And you do, what do you do? That cushion, it gets filled right up. So then you just keep on backing off, and it still gets that cushion. It still gets taken. So I mean, it's an endless battle with these four wheels with that cushion. You do the cushion, and then you still get, you know, you still get pinged because if you don't slow down quick enough, the stupid rat camera will rat you out and get you points, which I got points, but oh well. Like I said, though, just let me know what you guys think. Like I said, what I'm thinking, I've already made what I want to do. And if it comes down to I can do it, then I will be doing it. Because I can't do this anymore. Yeah, so we're here. We're not parked. We're parked in this row here because, well, I'm going to say that people knew how to park in these parking spots over here. You'd probably get about 2 more trucks down there, but some of these people are got the yellow line. I'll be there in a minute. Go ahead, I'll be there in a minute. We'll have none in a minute. But a lot of these people are like packed. They got the white line right on their tire, or they're over the the yellow line. But so we're sitting here. I was gonna put the Wi-Fi on, but I don't think I am. I'm too tired. Go ahead, I'm coming. Go ahead. I'll be there in a minute. We'll get none in a minute. I'm just tired. I'm probably gonna have supper and go to bed. But like I said, let me know what you guys think. Sorry, like I said, about not putting out a video. I was so angry that, you know, they would have me go all the way to Maryland, right down below Washington, and then go over the Winchester to pick up a load over there, and bring it up to Wisconsin. 2-stopper. We were in Kenosha and New Berlin. We got both stops off good. The first stop we were early. Second stop we were late by a half an hour. Because they don't tell you that they're going to shut down the exit ramp here in Wisconsin. Oh, no, we don't do that. We just put out all the cones, and when you get up there, it's like, it does not say it. Just when you get there, it says exit closed. So it's like, are you serious? So I went up to the next exit, turned around, came back down, and made it right before they shut that exit down. They were just putting out the cones when I took the exit. I was like, wow, that was close, because I would have had to go all the way back over to, was that 894, and then turn around somehow and then come back up. I mean, it was crazy. And then, of course, leaving, we went to get on that thing, and then they had the southbound lanes closed, or northbound lanes closed to get onto the interstate with no detour signs. So I found my way over to get over to Wisconsin 100, which will bring you out there at Oak Creek at exit 322 off at 94 or 43. 94 and 40. No, yeah, it's 94. And so then we're going up there about 2, maybe 3 miles, and then all of a sudden 100's closed. I'm like, oh my goodness. So we had to go 9 miles another way. We came out a half a mile above. We came out at 320, 323, 324, something like that. So that, which was all right, but still, it was crazy. Oh my God. I'm sorry, guys, but I'm going to end this video. And I'd like to say thank you to everybody who watches my video, and to all the new subscribers. Thank you. And for the comments, I do read them all. Most of them, unless they're rude, I will not reply back. But you guys have all been pretty good. So I appreciate it, guys. Be safe out there. I don't know if I'm running the weekend, but if you're not, if you're home with your family and stuff, have a nice time. And have a nice Memorial weekend if I don't make another video until then, but have a nice one. Alrighty, guys. Later.